Welcome everyone to the CTA Membership Department internal training session designed for CTA staff throughout the state. Today's training will be focused on searching and understanding organization profiles in Falcon and how to run useful reports that can help with recruiting new members or provide support to local chapter leaders. Be sure to visit our website, cta.org/membership, for more tips, tools, and resources, and is also a great hub for local leaders and staff who support membership efforts. Later, we'll talk more about where and what you can find on this portal. Let's get started with how to search for organizations. Once you log into Falcon, this will be the first page you see. You can search for organizations including local chapters, employers, UNISERV offices, and regions, to name a few. Acronyms are similar to CTA individual ID numbers in that they are unique to each local employer or region. To perform an easier search, I recommend using the organization name field. Here, you can use the percent symbol to widen your search. The percent symbol can be useful if you're searching for a local chapter that has a different name or is in a different order than the respective district. An example is Pasadena Unified School District. If you simply search Pasadena and select local from the organization dropdown, you will get one result. But if you go back and search for organizations and search using percent symbol Pasadena, you can see that there are prefixes to different local names. If you aren't certain on the exact spelling of a local chapter, you can use the percent symbol between letters, and Falcon can generate results based on that search criteria. In this case, searching percent symbol Pasadena yields several results, which would not show up if you were just to search for Pasadena. Now I'm going to go back to my organization search, which is on the left side of the screen. Please don't use the back button in Falcon. Doing so can create a caching error or a load time error, which messes with the backend and slows down Falcon for all users. You can also get some super weird results, so try not to use the back button at all. Now I'm going to search San Bernardino using the percent symbol. In the organization type field, I will select local from the dropdown and hit go. These are all the results that I will get, and in this case, I will select San Bernardino Teachers Association. At the top part of the page, you can see the chapter contact info, the acronym, the org type, and some other identifiers. I don't recommend using the email address to contact the local, as it sometimes is and is not up to date. In the individual tab section here, you can see if there are any CTA 360, CTA 360 Pro, or eWeb users. eWeb or My Falcon users is a legacy term that we don't use anymore, but some staff employed directly by the local can still have this access. CTA 360 or CTA 360 Pro access is only for local leaders. In the Related Organizations section, you can see which UNISERV office and primary contact staff or executive director oversees the local, the SCC or RRC, the CTA region, employer, and if the local is deployed. A UNISERV deployed status means that the membership is handled directly by someone employed by the local. In this case, San Bernardino employs their own staff to manage membership, and I, as the membership department staff, provide guidance and support for them. The deployed admin role can be identified by the eWeb user above. I also want to highlight who in the membership department manages this account. It is important to know because we each manage different accounts here in the membership department. So if you have a question specific for one local, it is best to reach out to the staff listed here. Any supply request, enrollment form, or local specific inquiry should be directed to the staff listed here. You can click on the teal edit button at the top of the page, and here is where you can update or change the contact info or address for the local chapter if requested to do so by a local leader. Typically, membership mailings are sent to the local leaders and their info is pulled from their respective profiles or committee role status. Also, on a local's profile page are two useful tools for field staff who are supporting the AB 119 upload process for the district data files. To help with the matching criteria for the upload, you can use the MAS SSN4 update button to update the last 4 digits of the Social Security number or any alternate IDs that are unique to this member. You can update the necessary info and click Update on the top of the page to save your changes. Also on the local profile page is the MAS Work Location Update button. This feature allows you to add an alias name to any work locations that have a different name from the California Department of Education compared to the name in Falcon. In the alias field, you can input the work location name from the AB 119 file, and that will help with the matching criteria when uploading any files. After you've made all your changes here, you can click the Update button at the top of the page, and all your changes will be saved. Now I'm going to search for another local chapter. You can click and search for another chapter by clicking the organization link. If you know the ID number for a local, you can also search for that directly. But if not, you can always search by name again. Here's another local profile page for the Yucaipa Cali Mesa chapter. All locals will have the same look and features, but depending on how the local chapter is managed by staff or local leaders, different information may appear. Going back to the related organization section, you can use the green go-to arrows to go to the respective record. Typically, we use these arrows to go to and from an individual or an organization profile to another. If you click the go-to arrow next to a member's name, you will be taken to that person's profile. But from a local page, you can click the go-to arrow next to the UniServe office and find the contact info for the primary contact staff or UniServe director. From this page, you may also see the other chapters that the primary contact staff works with, and this may be useful information for the field staff throughout the state. The clock icon at the top of this page is the list of recent profiles you have visited. You can navigate this list if you need to go back and forth between profiles. As I mentioned before, please don't use the back button in Falcon. In this case, since I recently visited the Yucaipa Cali Mesa local chapter, I can click on the name and it will take me back to the local profile page so I don't have to search for it again. The last thing I'm going to show you is the committee tab located here. You may be familiar with this already, but field staff, local leaders, and anyone with CTA 360 or CTA 360 Pro access and membership staff are continuously updating this information. You can see who the local leaders are, and if you need their leadership contact info, hit the green arrow next to their name. This will take you to their committee profile. We will show you how to create and edit committee roles in a future training session. Now we'll go over the reporting and query functions for organization profiles.
There are 27 reports that can be ran on a local's org profile. I will highlight a few reports that may assist in your position. The CTA Counts by Building Summary report provides active and non-member counts for each work location within the local. You can change the report parameters if you need to by narrowing down to a certain work location or membership type and click Go. From the report output screen, you can export the report into PDF, Excel, or CSV to print and manipulate the report to yield the information you need. The CTA Counts by Local Summary report provides a high-level count of active and non-members within the local. The previous report drilled down to the work locations. The CTA Dropped Members report will yield a list of members who have dropped membership between a range of dates as you enter as the report parameters. I want to know who dropped membership in the 21-22 fiscal year. Therefore, we'll enter 9/1/21 as the from date and 8/31/22 as the to date. and click Go. Albany TA had one membership drop in the 21-22 membership year. The CTA Engagement Survey results is a useful tool for local leaders in their member engagement efforts to understand how to support and advocate for its members. Let's take a look at the 22-23 survey results. If you are needing to create labels to mail materials to active and non-members within a local, you can run the CTA Mailing Labels Primary Address Report. You can have the labels include the CTA IDs by checking the Display Contact ID box. You may also choose to create labels for either active or non-members. Export the report to PDF and print using Avery 5160 labels. The CTA Symbol Roster is a report that provides a list with first and last names, CTA ID numbers, primary addresses, phone and emails, work locations, membership types, and commit dates for individuals within a local. You can export this report in Excel format and filter and sort any way you need. CTA Voter Roster All Unit and Members Only report will generate a voter roster by work locations in alpha order. It is best to extract this report as a PDF and print. We will now review some query reports you may run under CTA Individual Relationship View, Query Central. There are various reports under different modules. The difference between reports and queries is that report fields are pre-formatted, whereas query parameters can be selected and modified. Change the module to Committee Management, Table to Committee, and leave the last two fields as is. Click Go for detailed committee participants by local. Then click Go and change the committee code to the local association you wish to pull the report for, and click Go. From here, click on Reports to Quick Report, then extract the report in Excel. We have done this step for you. As you can see, the Excel report shows all of the committee participants for Albany TA. Now let's return to the main menu for Query Central. Change the module to Committee Management, Table to Committee, and leave the last two fields as is. Select Go for detailed committee participants by position. Click Go, then select the desired position from the drop-down list and click Go. Extract the report in Excel. We have done this step for you already. This query provides a list of past and current committee members in that particular leadership position, along with primary emails and primary phone numbers for all the locals within CTA. Select row 1 and apply a filter to filter and manipulate the report to yield the desired information. Let's return to the main menu for Query Central. Change the module to Customer Relationship Management, Table to CTA Organization Relationship View, and leave the last two fields as is. Scroll down and select Go for detail locals with all related orgs. Click Go. This report may take a few minutes to run due to the large amount of information being extracted. Select Quick Report from the Reports dropdown and extract the report into Excel. This report provides the org's hierarchy for all of the locals within CTA. You can select row 1 and apply a filter to sort the data for the desired report. Let's return to the main menu of Query Central again. Change the module to Customer Relationship Management, Table to Organization, and leave the last two fields as its default. Select Go for detail employer names and mailing address, and click Go. Extract the report by going to Quick Report and Excel. We have done this step. You can select row 1 and apply a filter. For example, in this report, we want to know which employer is in a certain county. So we'll go to Alameda County. The results reflect all of the employers' addresses and information within Alameda County. Now that we have covered reports and queries, let's move on to membership page on the CTA website. Membership materials and information is accessible to local leaders and staff online by visiting cta.org/membership. There are links to membership processing, CTA 360 app for mobile devices, and CTA 360 Pro for desktops under quick links. Let's select membership processing. This is where you can find membership enrollment forms, the current membership year's due structures, membership handbook, membership materials request form, tools for membership engagement and information on membership drop process, voluntary contribution forms, and trainings and access request forms for CTA 360. Let's go back to the membership main page. Under quick links, you can select CTA 360 app or CTA 360 Pro for more information in either of those tools. This site is a great resource and intended for local leaders and staff only. If you need assistance with a report or query for a local association, please contact the membership staff who manages that local. Or for general inquiries, call Membership Department at 650-552-5278 or email membership@cta.org.